Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the gallery / studio. And I have what seems to me to look like a 10 by 10 inch round canvas and some primary elements art pigments from Colourarte, and this is green tea, and this I just mixed up so I know it's right. I've got some pillow paint, which is just straight semi-gloss white paint from Color Place from Walmart. I don't know if I'm going to use yet or not, I have some golden carbon black mixed into 3/4 Floetrol and some cell activator, yep, Amsterdam white. And I did add a little bit of the wood conditioner from, yeah, it's right over there. Brain cramp. Okay, well, if you need to know, just ask me. I have what looks to be some color shifting green gold from Folk Art mixed in with my regular bloom recipe, which is 3/4 3/4 deep base, untinted, and 1/4 polycrylic or Polypour. Let's see what it's called. Vivid enamel Polypour. Like so. So, I hate to set up, and I've had some success with things recently, so I'm feeling like I have a shot. But even when I don't have the success I want as far as this goes, as far as blooms go, I still make something I like. So that's comforting to a point. One of these days I'll get this, and I'm thinking maybe I need to add some water, and that's so far out of my wheelhouse that it might be a little uncomfortable. So I'm thinking that I've got some red, but I want to start. Actually, I think I'm going to try swipe, because I'm pretty confident that I can get away with swipes. And generally I would lay my colors down in some less contrived, some more interesting way. But this seems to work for so many people that I might as well give it a shot. You know, sometimes you just got to follow convention in order to get what you want. I really want some gold in there. So far, the consistency looks pretty good. I know you're not supposed to shake these. I keep a ball bearing in my bottle. I'm thinking, where's my gold? Hopefully the gold will be okay. I've got some mango primary elements, so maybe I'll just give that a shot. Looks like Rasta colors. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Amsterdam white. And see what I can get. I might put another little dollop of paint around these ends from my squeeze bottle. And there are the cells I've been looking for. I want some black now. I can't help it. I am known to play and I see no reason why to wipe my paint anywhere else, because paint will flow to paint, and this is probably going to get all tipped off in any case. And if I want more pillow paint, I'll give it to myself. I know that black is cell activator. That's just a regular old palette knife. I want some blue before I go any further. Don't ask me why, just listening to my muse as I go along. Maybe today I won't have my head in the camera. So this is a smaller palette knife. And I see a few cells, but nothing I'm going to write home about. So let's just break up the pattern. Create some more organic shapes. because I can. I'm going to throw those 2 palette knives in the bucket. This is bothering me. This green here. Yeah, I'm going to put my favorite color there. See what happens. I want more. I did a whole bunch of these not recorded with varying degrees of results. I have another palette knife. I see no reason at all why I can't spread that out right now. My paint is a little thicker than I would expect it would be. It doesn't move, it doesn't flow as well as I'd like it to. Let's put it that way. And I still want, I still want something to happen over here. And because I'm here and I've got a straw right in front of me, I'm going to try it. After some excessive blowing, I have some cells. And I am going to cheat and just use some cell activator right on that white paint. Wipe off my... Oh, my studio rag is not damp enough. Definitely need to dampen that to wipe off my tools. The black and white almost always sells, even if it's not Bloom recipes, so I'm kind of hoping that might happen. I so want to use an edge catcher, which is my MO, which stops paint from flowing over the edges, but I actually need paint to flow over the edges in this case, or at least I feel like I do. I think it's going to be cool no matter what. Now I have a catcher pan with some cling wrap in it, and that means I can scrape off paint if I want to use it. And I may want to. I want to get some paint over here, over my edge. I'm not feeling like I absolutely have to make paint go over my edge, because I like the colors and the patterns that are there showing right now. I'm sure I'm going to lose some paint. That's usually part of this process anyway. But I don't think you're ever going to see me scrape anything and share that with you, because that's just not something I can bring myself to do. So I like all this over here. And I know the cell activator will work as fill. So I'm just going to give myself some black. The carbon black is great, the golden product, because it definitely works well. And I could do that a bunch of places around the edge, and or with white. But I definitely like that black. So much so that I'd love to just put some in places. Now, I don't see that I used any gold in the end, but that's okay. I kind of like this anyway. For sure. I like my colors. I see I have either a bubble, most likely a bubble. You are not supposed to torch with this stuff. I do it anyway. I do it quickly. I'm just going to use my palette knife and nudge some paint toward the edge and down over, very cautiously. And I'm kind of liking that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. I might drag a skewer through a few places. So if I catch the edge of this bloom paint, a lot of times I can use it as long as I'm just pulling it down, letting the weight of the paint pull. It's an exercise in patience. And I kind of like that. The color in the center is a little strange. This is strange for me. I'm inclined to just do what I was talking about. And add a little bit of black. Which worst case scenario makes cells, and best case scenario just makes an interesting black line down the center. And there I made it disappear. It will be obviously fixing up my edges later. I think I'm going to tell you this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. Thinking that orange would look good right there. Or maybe go back again. And add a little purple. Because I can. That's the name of my first book. It's on the Amazon link. It's under the link tree, which is the first blue link under the video. I put my straw down. It's yellow. There it is. Found it. Yes. I want some more of this red. Just can't leave well enough alone, can I? Ah, that was good. I did put some GAC 800 by Golden into my my base pillow paint. I remember now that I was going to tell you guys that. I want to make sure whenever I drag any paint with this method that I'm careful, because I'm always dragging a string of something. Like that. Which if you have control over that and you realize it, you might be able to utilize that, but I haven't figured it out yet. Because I haven't been brazen and brave enough to do lots of these. I think what is required in my mind is some more black. Just to draw the eye around from place to place. And I know I can get away with it, so I'm going to. And I'm going to just keep paying attention to what my muse is telling me, because I wonder what I did with my orange. Wait, there it is. That's what I want right there. Ooh, that feels very loose. Well, I guess this... Whoa. That was almost catastrophic. That was the whole lid. And that makes me happy right there. Just a few drops of orange, maybe one more. Maybe use it to cover the edge right there too. And right there, because it's already on my finger. There, I'm not minding that anymore. You can't really use a skewer very well with this, just because it pulls up the base layer, which immediately swallows the color. But I'm still happy with what I have, for the most part, that orange and that black cell activator always work. Not so sure about my green yet, but I'm really liking my composition a lot better than I was. If I have a lighter pink, I'm inclined to use it. This looks like the golden magenta that I'm used to using. And I love that color, and hopefully it'll distract from the other one. Maybe just a drop of cell activator to see what will happen. You never know, I might get a bloom again. Wasn't 100% sure. I had a cap left on the top of my, yeah, I got a little bit of bloom on the top of my activator, and I think my Minwax Polycrylic might have evaporated its wood conditioner out of there. So, because I'm not getting a lot of blooms, I'm going to give myself the pleasure of a few spirals. They're pretty easy to do for me. You start the circle and then you finish by twisting in place. Pull straight up. I've got 2 minutes to tell you guys whatever I'm going to tell you, and that is usually that if you watch the videos longer, you give me assistance, and I appreciate it. Same thing with thumbs up. Really appreciate that too. Your comments keep my morale boosted, and I'm really very happy with you guys for doing that, because sometimes it gets a little depressing. A couple hundred views while other people get 10,000. Anyway, I love you guys, and you all wind up here eventually. There are 90,000 subscribers, and I love you all, and I'm trying so hard to see what else I might want in there. And I gotta remember, I can't use my skewer. Ooh, I like that shape. Now I'm happy. So I love you guys, and I will try and give you a close-up. This is pretty cool, honestly. Not so sure about some of my color combinations, but I'll be touching up my edges to make sure that they conform. Please check out my Amazon link on the link tree for my books, because I can, and Limited Possibilities, the OXO Omelette Turning Spatula, and the Princeton Art Tool Catalyst Spatulas. And anything else you might happen to want there. If you shop there, it helps me out a little bit, and I appreciate it. You're going to be gone, and I'm going to tell you that there are 1,500 videos at least, and you can find them all on my created playlists. And when you watch, you help me out, and you help yourself out. They're in lists of 100 and genre. Under the there's Teespring clothing, all over print leggings and t-shirts under the video. And oh, you've got 1 minute left. And I got to remember to tell you there's Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter links under the link tree, and my paint pouring recipes under the description under the video. And you can find a lot of things by opening Show More under the video. Oh, I said I was going to zoom in. Hey, I can almost zoom in all the way. That's cool. If it was right in the center, I don't want to make anybody dizzy. There we go. That's about the best that I can do. And I like that. I don't feel like that wasn't a success. I feel like I was fairly successful. It's not your typical extraordinary bloom, but it's a kind of cool piece of artwork. So I'm going to say I love you, and I will see you anon. This is Priscilla Batzell, out for now. Talk to you soon. Later.